No, that's the thing. That's the thing for me. The stuff you talk, we've been talking about all the draft and pre-draft, but the superpowers that he has from the neck up, to me, that will help him get on the field faster than anything else will.
You wouldn't believe what's happening in Cleveland right now. The city that's been desperate for a quarterback savior might have just found him. And it's not who anyone expected. Forget Flacco. Forget DTR. Because Shedeur Sanders just walked into Browns minicamp like he owned the place, and suddenly, the whole league is watching. This isn't hype. This isn't social media smoke. This is real.
It'll be Hey, I love Dylan Gabriel. I love Pickett. I love Flacco. It's gonna be Shedeur.
Day one.
No, by week 8, Shedeur Sanders will be.
Judge it by that.
And what Shedeur is doing? It's shaking up everything in the dog pound. It all started with a few clips, not even official game tape, just practice footage. But every single frame was Shedeur dropping back and delivering a laser. Touchdowns. Perfect timing. Bullet throws into tight windows, no incompletions, no picks, just dominance. It was like watching a highlight reel of a seasoned NFL star, not a rookie. And every analyst who pressed play came away saying the same thing. This kid might be the real deal. From the second Shedeur stepped onto the field, something felt different.
That said, I'm told that he came into minicamps, and I spoke to people this weekend, and was as good a young third-day pick you could imagine in how he handled himself. Now, you're asking him to find a way to not only get on this roster, which he will, but to then be able to get reps in training camp and then win the job. That's asking a lot. However, you're asking a quarterback room that doesn't have that. There is no Jared Goff or Matthew Stafford in there. It is wide open. If you're thinking the best man can win, he might have the most skills.
I think it would be a mistake to start Shedeur Sanders week 1. Not because he's not talented, not because he won't have an illustrious career, not because I don't think he'll be a great player for several reasons. Number one, in talking to who I perceive to be the greatest coach of all time, Andy Reid, he was like, I don't like to start my rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah.
No.
He wasn't jittery. He wasn't overwhelmed. He was calm, composed, and in control. You could see it in how he read the defense. You could feel it in how he commanded the huddle. And you could hear it in the silence because every veteran on that field stopped talking when Shedeur dropped back. They watched, they listened, they took notes. Because Shedeur Sanders didn't walk in like a rookie, he walked in like the Browns' next franchise quarterback. Then Dan Orlovski said the words that flipped the table over. If Kevin Stefanski sticks to his system, Shedeur Sanders is the perfect fit.
Or 1 to 2 to 3, he's got to do it more quickly, but he's custom made for that. But the way that he thinks and the way that he can see something on the board, take it to a walkthrough, and then bring it to a practice, that's seen
That's
very
how you
quickly.
win.
That's seen very quickly.
Think about that. Stefanski's offense is built on timing, rhythm, play-action precision. And that's exactly what Shedeur has been doing his whole career. His footwork, surgical, his reads, lightning fast, his poise in the pocket, unshakable. It's like this system was made for him. And now that he's here, he's making it look easy. But it's not just the arm. Damian Woody nailed it when he said Shedeur's real weapon is what's between his ears.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing for me. The stuff you talk, we've been talking about all the draft and pre-draft, but the superpowers that he has from the neck up, to me, that will help him get on the field faster than anything else will.
His mental game is elite. His football IQ is off the charts. In a league where most rookies drown in complexity, Shedeur's swimming laps. He sees the game like a veteran. He's composed in chaos. And when the defense shifts, he doesn't panic. He adjusts. Woody called it a superpower, a gift that even 10-year vets don't always have. And if that's true, Shedeur's not just ready, he's ahead of schedule. Now here's where it gets tricky. Publicly, the Browns say it's an open competition. But G. Bush has a different take. This isn't about who's best. It's about managing egos.
And then Shedeur puts some tape out there. It's not game tape, but it's practice tape. And every time you see the tape, it's him throwing a touchdown or a completion. That is what you see. I ain't seen too many incompletions and all that, but whatever you see and whatever you hear is about the young fella getting better.
Veterans like Flacco and DTR have been around. You don't just bench them overnight, but let's be honest. Everyone inside that building knows what's happening. Shedeur is taking this job, quietly, steadily, decisively. The coaches see it. The players feel it. And fans? They're starting to believe. Joe Flacco's been in this league for 2 decades. He's seen it all. But in minicamp, he's getting outplayed. Dylan Gabriel, DTR, even Kellen Mond. They've all had their reps. And yet Shedeur is the one who keeps standing out. Not just with flash, but with consistency. It's not just one day, it's every day. And that kind of dominance in camp doesn't lie.
Gabriel this year. I would only start Joe Flacco or Kenny, and probably Joe, if, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. And if you're Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Barrow, their head coach and general manager, you go, hey, if one of these 2 kids starts, we're going to get fired. If it's that bad throughout.
This made me think, if Kenny Pickett starts, then that shows me Kevin Stefanski feels like his job may be on the line. If he starts Shedeur, he has a little leeway. We can develop this guy. Because if you start Kenny Pickett, it's as if we have to win now. I was told Kenny Pickett or Dylan Gabriel, one of those 2 are going to be the starter. I was told this a long time ago by somebody in the building. Flacco and Shedeur are going to be the 3rd quarterback. I'm not sure they thought Shedeur would do this, but we all know this. When you're in practice, how can you give 4 guys reps? What you got, 12 plays, a 7-on-7?
Yep. Let's talk mechanics. Let's talk progressions. Let's talk about how Shedeur is already doing the little things that rookies struggle with. He's making quick reads. He's hitting his 3rd option. He's moving safeties with his eyes and making throws off play action like he's been doing it for years. That's rare. That's special. And in Stefanski's system, that's deadly. Orlovski said it best. From a technical standpoint, Shedeur is already ahead of most rookies. The Browns don't have a locked-in quarterback 1. There's no Aaron Rodgers, no Mahomes, no Burrow. Just an open field. And a rookie blazing past the competition. This is Shedeur's race to lose. And right now, he's not just leading, he's lapping people. The door's open, the coaches are watching. And Shedeur? He's making it look like destiny.
Intellectual prowess that Joe Flacco will have on him based upon being in the NFL for 20 years. How long can Shedeur compensate that with his athletic ability? So my expectations have absolutely changed because it is an open competition.
I'm dialed into ESPN Cleveland, so I'm watching this. I don't know what the hell those DBs are doing.
16 of 18.
Yeah, I think I only saw 1 interception from all the quarterbacks. So I don't know what Denzel Ward and the boys are doing over there. But
be careful.
So what do you think, Browns fans? Is Shedeur Sanders the future of football in Cleveland? Or are we getting ahead of ourselves? This is First Down Daily, and we've got your front row seat to football's next big headline.
Patrick Mahomes. Notably, if you think about all the quarterbacks that have won MVP over the last 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, they do not and have not started week 1, whether that was Josh Allen, whether that was Lamar Jackson, whether that was Patrick Mahomes, whether that was Aaron Rodgers, whether that was Tom Brady. You have to go back to 2016 to find a league MVP who started week 1, and that was Matt Ryan, if I am not mistaken. So